serve, I don't use my shoulder. Feels good today. More wrist. That's the same thing Patrick Moratomo was saying. More wrist.
Yeah, you can. There's no way you can't do it. If you can do this, there's no way you can't do this.
Yeah, I do the volley. Do the volley. Yeah, and there's the opposite.
But can you can't go like.
Well, I can serve. I just feel like when I serve, I go like this. I use my elbow. I don't use my shoulder. I've always felt like that when I serve. I don't use my elbow. I mean, I just feel like I get up here and I go like this. I don't use my shoulder, right? Close together. No, I've always never used my shoulder. Well, no, I never thought about that. So, like, you need like, that's a lot of fun. My friends are actually.
So when you serve with like basically 2 fingers.
Yeah. My coach made me do it on tape. The wrist, yeah.
Gets rid of stiffness or flow.
But my elbow, my range of motion, and my wrist, my range of motion. My elbow, I can't really stick it. My wrist, I can't really stick it. I always had comments that when I hit, I'm not using my lower body. Well, I'm going to throw it a lot.
But you sure your back's okay?
Yeah. My back is only hurting.
Now, the moment you're back, you're ready around.
Yeah. Totally. Okay, so the normal is I always stop, dude. I always stop.
Then you slow
Come farther out.
Okay, now, how do you save it? How do you save the surgeon?
Whoa, I have to really rotate over.
Really, you have to really walk.
Yeah.
Down longer.
Pretty far away from my body. Still. They're pretty far away from my body. There's a little force in my elbow too. Is supposed to feel force in my elbow?
This elbow and shoulder pump, there's no foil. So if we cheat, we're ready to go. autopilot will say, hey, you've got to flip it and catch it up, which may get rid of the pause.
Ah.
So you're going,
Elbow too close to the body on the serve.
so right now you're going one, pause, hit, one,
Yeah, about
one.
Is
So
there any
if
pause?
we lag it, maybe your brain will kick in and go, hey, catch up. So you want,
Oh, okay, so you're trying to get rid of the pause.
you want slow.
Okay, so I see what you're trying to say. So yeah. That's actually what my coaches tell me too. Slow and fast. It's all like start slow, then quick.
Flip and up. Keep it down. Let go of these two. Okay. Now, what do you do now?
Flip it up.
So it goes. One, two.
And then when you make it
I mean, just right now, you use your body weight well, but you don't use the thing.
I don't know.
So if I don't use my body weight at all, it's just this. This just adds more. So you've like added the decorations, but you haven't added the base. You need more from your arm. I don't want to mess with injuries. Even if just think slow and fast. Slow and fast, and think. Even here, you could almost like play the piano on the way up.
Basically, don't stop.
Yeah, but say you don't.
I think
But what about play the piano on the way up?
oh,
Try to play the piano. This is so loose, I can play the piano on the way up. Loose,
then rip it.
grip.
You do it in parts first, without the jump. And
Yeah,
it's
you
using
can, I mean,
it all
you
together.
can start with it.
How do you do a second serve? How do you do a second serve?
Or slice. Picture. Same reference. Slow and fast.
Slow and fast.
Relax. It's like
Yeah. I lost my serve. I can feel it stop too. So don't stop.
use timing to change.
Yeah.
So maybe do it whenever.
Alright. It's awesome.
But I mean, that's why it's so. You play so much. There's so many. Even if you pick one thing out of week,
Yeah.
the whole week, just one game, change. Everything can change so quickly.
So we've sort of done one training session, and I tried to do it immediately, and it sort of held up. It was really funny. The taking the racket back with the racket down, and the foot placement, so I engage more of my hip. I released that pause. I sort of got rid of the pause. You can sort of see the pause sometimes when I serve, but it created other problems. One, my second serve is a little bit wild. It's just too much untamed power yet. I just don't know how to inflict the spin. Two, I'm not close enough to the court. My serve is faster. But it does work. It's just a matter of I need to focus on the foot placement so my hip turns, it engages my shoulder. Then the racket goes back so that when I engage this, there's no pause. And then at the top of the stroke up here, I have to flop the hand down. Now, the funny thing is, I think in a normal lesson, you would never do so many changes at one time. But I think what Steve did was he sort of tried to see how quick I was able to assimilate. And then once he started to realize I can assimilate fairly quickly, I'm more of a visual learner, but it helps me to talk it out and to do the reasoning. Kinesthetic is it's mild. Kinesthetic, but I see things, and then it helps me to talk it out. Like, well, how does a kick serve work? What's going to happen in the kick serve? And so that was what was happening. So when you see this video of me serving in this match, the biggest difference is sheer velocity. The other thing too is learning how to control the racket face for flat, slice, kick. You know, because those are different elements. Because as he said, the timing is off. Because I don't have this second pause here. I used to throw the ball up and I pause, and the ball would be out of my hand and the racket would be set waiting to strike. Now it has to be all fluid. So the ball toss has to be probably about this much shorter, you know. And these are things that he didn't really talk about, but I have to make the adjustments because I sort of know what I'm doing. But you're looking at changing something that I've done as a kid. So we're talking about 30 years of training to change this. But we need to do something because when I hurt my wrist, I played tennis uh, for like a year with a bad wrist, and I could not serve. It was just so hard to serve. It hurt so bad to serve that I started doing things on my serve to prevent my wrist from hurting. But I played for so long that I lost my first serve. I used to have a decent first serve, and I've always had a bad second serve. So this movement is going to improve my second serve, and it's getting me back to my old first serve because I used to have a decent first serve. Okay, but it's interesting, you know. I think what makes Stephen Koon a good coach is the ability to assess and the ability to articulate what you're trying to do and the progressions to it, and to check my understanding and my ability to assimilate. Some students have a hard time assimilating. Tennis is not an easy sport. So if you have a hard time assimilating, your coach has to kind of like step back and break it down. And like I said, I don't have full range of motion on my wrist, left hand, but my right hand, I can't go all the way back. My elbow will not straighten out. I cannot straighten out this elbow anymore. I don't know how the hell that happened. Um, and I don't have great throwing strength because my elbow's always been sore as a kid, so I never used to throw. So I don't have that throwing motion using my shoulder. I've always gone up with my serving, kind of just use my wrist, my elbow. And so now we're trying to change three major things. And so we'll progress on see how this works out.